like, you go up go up to the chin. Cut that out. And then in between it, there's this muscle right here. Oh. There's this muscle right in the middle, and it branches out in like a Y, upside down Y. That's called the digastric. So like superficial masseter, superficial, right in the middle, digastric. Okay. And then we get into these neck muscles, and it matters. You have to know where they're connecting. Okay, so sternum means sternum, right on the board, right there. So there's two muscles that connect to the sternum. One of them goes straight from the sternum to the hyoid. So the hyoid is like the jaw, like the lower jaw. Remember, like hyomandibular, hyoid arch. Okay, hyoid. That's this one. Goes here to here.
Sternum.
Okay, and you're gonna have to cut it open to see the trachea inside. Okay, so this is an intact one. If you were to split it right here and open it, there'd be a little ribbed trachea. There's like little notches on it. Okay, and then directly next to it, there's this one. It's going from the sternum to the mastoid, so it's going sternomastoid. Okay, so sternomastoid. These two. That one right there, and that one right there. And then you have to go a little further, like clear out this stuff a little more. Don't worry about these big blue things too much. These are vena cavas, we'll go over them. But you're kind of going to have to cut them. Like, it's going to be really hard to keep them intact. But if you move this over, there should be another muscle here somewhere. That's the clito cervicalis. It's going from the clavicle to the cervical vertebrae. Okay?
Okay.
But it's harder to find because you have to push stuff aside to see it. So it's here somewhere. You'll find it. Okay. If you can sort of like deflect the arms like this, you should be able to see clito cervicalis. Clito brachialis. Okay, clavicle to the arm, clito brachialis. It's this muscle right here. It's right on top. It's basically like a shoulder muscle, but it's not, because it's not omo. It's not called omo. So if you look where you would imagine a shoulder to be, right here, that's clito brachialis. Okay, right here, that muscle. So it's right this way, and it's bordered by these veins. So this is it on that side. Okay, let's everyone knows pectoralis. That's like the easiest one. Okay, pectoralis. You don't need to distinguish between like pectoralis major, pectoralis minor. It's just all pectoralis muscle. So it starts here and goes down to about there. Pectoralis. Okay, linea alba is the white line that runs the length of the animal. So you see this white line right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's linea alba. Okay. Cutaneous trunci is easier to see when we do this. We just got told. Oh. There it is. That's one right there.
Oh, it's hanging off?
This is fat, but this muscle right here, that's cutaneous trunci. Okay, so cutaneous means skin, trunci means trunk. So it's connecting. This is one of the only muscles that directly connects to skin. Okay, so cutaneous trunci connects the skin to the trunk muscles. Okay? Mm-hmm. I'll go over external, internal, whatever, obliques. Let's go to the next page.
This one?
Yeah. Okay, so we already did all these sternocleidomastoid, sternomastoid, clitocervicalis, clitobrachialis, superficial masseter. We already did that. Omotransversarius. You can see it even though there's fat in the leg. So this muscle right there, it's usually sort of triangular shaped. Sometimes it's like extremely triangular shaped. But you can always find it because there's a vein running here on the left of it, like right here. This is omo transversalis. So omo means shoulder, okay? So omo transversalis. This is a muscle that traverses the shoulder, omo transversalis. It's a little tiny one. It's right there. Okay? Right on top of it, that's it. Sorry, this is it right here. You see the triangle?
That's tiny.
That's omo transversalis. Right here. You'll see it better when you clear this away better. All this tissue. Like I can see the line right there. Three-sided triangle. Okay? Right above it is the cervical trapezius. Okay, so this whole thing right here. So not including omo transversalis, but above it. So right here and all the way above, and on both sides. So this is cervical trapezius. This is cervical trapezius. It wraps around, so it's on both sides. This is the line between. Okay, cervical trapezius. Okay, we go further back, and see that green one, thoracic trapezius. That's this. This muscle right here. Can you see it? Can you tell the difference? It's right here. On both sides. Okay? Latissimus dorsi, just like our latissimus dorsi. Like people that work out like crazy have these like giant latissimus dorsi. That's this. Okay. What else? Thoracolumbar fascia. That's this white stuff. Thoracolumbar fascia. It's connecting the thorax to the lumbar region. Thoracolumbar fascia. Fascia means connective tissue.
Which one is it?
This white stuff.
Oh, okay.
All this white stuff that you're not supposed to remove. This is specific connective tissue. Okay, serratus ventralis. You lift it. If you lift this up and clean it away better, I don't know if you can see it. So, what you're supposed to see is along the ribs, there are these muscles that connect that form V's pointing down.
We don't know how to use it.
And then there's muscles up here that have V's pointing up. Okay, the V's that point down are serratus ventralis. The V's that point up are serratus dorsalis. It's not listed, it's not on the label here, but it's in the manual. Serratus dorsalis. Serratus dorsalis are up higher, so you'd have to pull this latissimus dorsi back to see it.
That's dorsalis, this. Serratus, but it's dorsalis?
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's high, so ventralis points down, like these V's. Do you see them? I can kind of see them.
Yeah.
These little V's that are pointing down, those are the ventralis. And then the V's pointing up, those are serratus dorsalis. They're higher up, they're up here. Okay? What else? Oh, triceps. So there's some fat here, you gotta get rid of this. This fat. So, this right here is triceps brachii long head.
That's all one thing? Triceps
Triceps
brachii?
brachii long head. There's two types of triceps brachii. There's the long head, which is over here. It's like way out here. And then there's the lateral head that's on the lateral side of the arm. So that's this one right here. Okay? On the lateral side of the arm. So if it's way out here, that's long head. If it's in the middle, that's lateral head. Okay? The two hardest muscles to find. Oh, I missed spinal deltoid. So spinal deltoid is pretty easy. It's this curve. It's like a curved muscle. It's right here. Is this one? It's kind of like triangular shape, but if you move this arm down, then it bends. To see it. So when the rat's like this, it's like a rectangle. If you pull his arm back, then it looks more like the picture. It bends around. It's right here. The two hardest muscles to find are infraspinatus and teres major. So you kind of have to like clear all this out. All this connective tissue has to go. You see this little There's a muscle right there. See it?
Yeah, I think so.
That little one. So that's probably teres major, and you kind of have to like clear this out and push the spinodeltoid, push it that way, and underneath it, like slightly underneath it, will be the infraspinatus. So a little hint for the practical: we usually don't label infraspinatus, but we might label teres major and ask you to identify that, and then in the same question say what muscle is directly anterior to it, which would be infraspinatus. Okay? So you see a little tiny muscle that's pinned right here.
It's
That's
teres major.
Teres major.
And infraspinatus is the other one.
Teres major. Infraspinatus.
Okay.
I think that's it. Oh, and the external and stuff. So I always forget, so you're going to want to do this by yourself and figure it out, but I'm pretty sure it goes external oblique, transverse abdominis, internal oblique, but it could be, these two could be reversed. It could go external oblique, internal oblique, transverse abdominis. I always forget. So the way you tell is external oblique is all this muscle that's on the outside, right here. And the muscle fibers go like this in this direction. Okay? Then you take your scalpel and you cut one layer deep. Like make a big rectangle right here. Cut one layer deep, remove it, and then you should see the next layer under. If the layer's going straight down, up and down like this, that's transverse abdominis. The fibers are going straight up and down. Then you cut one more layer deep and remove it. So you're gonna have like a window like this, and then you remove that, then you cut one more layer and remove that, and you're gonna see fibers that are going like this, and fibers that are going like this, or not this way, sorry, this way. The opposite to external oblique. So the opposite to external oblique is internal oblique, so they run this way.
We should cut it open today, or is that?
Well, you're not actually going to cut it open because you're going to take a scalpel.
Do what you're talking
yeah,
about.
do that today. Take the scalpel, and you're not going to cut it open though because the last layer is going to keep you between from going into the body. Okay, and just try and figure that out. Just anywhere along, anywhere like along the abdominals, like along here. Okay. Just find like a nice, like this might be better to do it on here because